What is going on, everybody? Nasdorachi coming back at you again today with another Dragon Ball Legends video. We're doing a character review or an in-depth look at Piccolo and why he is one of, if not the best, sparking cards in the game as of right now. So over time, this video may change, it might lose relevancy, but as of right now, Piccolo is most definitely the most sought after SP card in the game. So there are three main reasons as to why that is, and then a couple other reasons too, but the three kickers are that A, he tanks amazingly well. His stats, defensively speaking, are amazing, and because there aren't very many strong purple characters in the game, which is his counter type, he doesn't have really a bad matchup. Now things can get a little squirrely if Piccolo is squaring up against Vegeta, but because Vegeta is such a glass cannon, Piccolo still can go toe-to-toe with Vegeta, especially if you have the special beam card in your hand, because that just does an absurd amount of damage, and unless the Vegeta is heavily invested in the soul boost panels, you will likely still one-shot him or deal a huge portion of Vegeta's health. Outside of that, he does extremely well versus all the other types, and because of his sub-in during the middle of a combo 50% damage cut passive, it really makes him the best tank in the game right now. There may be another defensive unit that's, you know, in the game, but the value is all in Piccolo here. Now the other reason why he's so good is because his main ability is a heal for your entire team 25%. So all three characters can recover a quarter of their bar when Piccolo uses his main ability. You can play this in your advantage, prolong a fight, get all of your characters in a state where they can all benefit from this, and come back to a point where the enemy really can't respond unless they're able to pump out one, maybe two Dragon Rushes and some blue card special moves. So Piccolo, extremely good for tanking and healing. And the third reason is just he does a lot of damage. His special beam cannon card is able to one-shot most every unit in the game right now. Again, purple characters, other Piccolos, and Pycons can survive the special beam cannon, especially if they've invested in their soul boost panels, but it just does a huge chunk of damage and gets every character into the danger zone, if not just dead straight out the gate. So let's just run through his stats real quick here. And again, there's a couple other reasons why Piccolo is good. He's got some good benefits to green type, but again, because team diversity is not huge yet in this game, there's not really good ways to mono or dual color type build at this point. The meta isn't really established yet, so we're gonna have to get to that in the future. But hitting the details here, at max level with I think I'm 100% on the first page, like 30 or 40% on the second page, and haven't really done anything on the third page of Soul Boost panels yet. But Piccolo's coming out with 350k health, which is pretty good when you combine it with his defense stat. Strike and blast defense, both 23k, very well balanced, similar to strike and blast attack. Another reason why Piccolo is quite good is because his green card it ups his damage output for both strike and blast attack, and because these numbers here, 27k on strike, 26 on blast, they're very well balanced. He's very versatile. Unlike Goku or Vegeta, who truly tend to favor the yellow cards and the blue cards and don't make as good of use of the red cards, Piccolo can be very versatile in your team. You can use really whatever you have in your hand and make good use of it. So, as well, he has the regeneration character tag. That's not super great because, as of right now, there's no other cards that can regenerate. The only Namekian in the game is Piccolo, and then lower qualities of Piccolo, like Piccolo fused with Nail. So, character tag, not super relevant at this point in the game. And once he gets, I think, to Friendship Maximum, he can teach the Special Beam Cannon to Shallot. This is another valuable point right here because the Special Beam Cannon is an amazing move. That will definitely help out Shallot, and you can surprise some enemies if you bring Shallot to battle and whip out the Special Beam Cannon. Now, again, this is not fully implemented in the game yet, so you're not able to teach the move yet, but it'll be good to get your Piccolo up to that maximum friendship level, so that is, you know, not much further down the road, and you'll be able to jump right into that and start customizing your Shallot. So, basically this page, nothing too useful here. It's just a reflection of what you've bought in the Soul Boost panels tree. Your main ability, what I was talking about earlier. This is his healing proficiency. Because he can restore 25% health to all members of your team, he is just an invaluable support and defense unit. Again, you can run the battle really long, take your characters down to the point where they're almost exhausted, and this can really help the fight turn around and bring it back to your favor if you're behind, or just really help solidify your victory. The only way you can lose to stuff like this is poor playing, severe type disadvantage, and the enemy luckily gets off 2 rising rushes, something like that. So you can still outplay a max level Piccolo. Don't think, even though he's godly, he is not infallible or undefeatable. With a Vegeta, you can really melt his health with the Ki Blast combo, especially if you use Vegeta's main ability or the green card, or both first. You will really destroy Piccolo. But Piccolo, he can surprise you. If he teleports out of your yellow card and hits you with the special beam cannon, you're going to have to think on your toes, because Vegeta's not going to be looking so well after that. But that is the best counter for Piccolo right now in the game, is Vegeta. Not a lot of people have Vegeta really high level. So again, some of the top players, you're still going to be having a risky battle, and it's going to be a situation where you're still going to have to pay attention. But if you see going into a PvP battle, that your opponent does not have a Vegeta or any type of purple card, Piccolo is going to definitely be not only a tank defensive unit, but he can carry your team through that battle. Z ability, this not so much beneficial right now. This is for the mono type building. He does 24% green base strike defense, so any red cards or light combos, his defense will be a little bit higher. He buffs himself, and in the future that will come into play. This cover reduced damage really brings up Piccolo's effective tanking. Basically, if Piccolo's on the sidelines, you're taking a lot of damage, you can sub Piccolo in. He'll jump in like he covers Gohan when Nappa shoots at him, and he'll take that damage at a 50% reduced rate. So this will really, again, if you're in a shitty situation, quickly sub in Piccolo in the middle of a combo, and even if he gets rising rushed during that combo, this will apply to the rising rush, and he will almost always survive rising rushes with a reasonable amount of health left if you call him in and plan this out strategically here so it goes off like that. As well, he gets plus 20% blast damage inflicted against Tag Saiyan. This is another reason why he's so good even against Vegeta, because he gets that 20% yellow card damage against Vegeta. You can still use Piccolo in a crap situation. Maybe your timers are up, Piccolo's your only option, Vegeta's on the field. Because of this, as long as you play offensively, dodge, and avoid those yellow cards, Piccolo can square up to Vegeta. So that's very unique. A lot of other cards in this game do not so well against their type disadvantage, as you can expect. But Piccolo, man, he's a warrior here. So we've covered the card right here. Your basic principle with him is toss the green card out if you can, bait the dodges, avoid getting hit with the rising rush. People will want to rising rush your Piccolo and take him out because they know how much of a pain in the ass he is. So protect your Piccolo from the rising rush, use the green card. You can mix and match red and yellows with him without having to worry, but if you are fighting a Saiyan, remember your yellow cards will have enhanced damage. And then special beam cannon, always your friend. People will be trying to dodge it though, so make sure you bait out the vanish before you try and launch your blue card. If you just try and raw launch it, people are waiting for that. So, something else I have going on to close the video out here. We've got tons of information going on why Piccolo's the best. Again, this could change soon as some other really good tanking units come out, some maybe other good healing units, or as well another purple card that can kind of keep Piccolo in check a little bit. Right now, Piccolo is an extreme hybrid. He plays the field between damage dealing, soaking up damage, healing and supporting, and he's playing a lot of roles. So when other characters start to come out that are more focused, he might fade a little bit, but remember, he will be helping out your green teams as well. So Piccolo right now, definitely a cut above most of the other SP cards in the game. In my opinion, Piccolo comes up close because Piccolo is very well balanced between attack and defense also. He doesn't die very quick, and his super move can boost his own yellow cards, which makes up for the fact that Piccolo is not as proficient with yellow cards. So personally, I think Piccolo is a very good card. Goku and Vegeta as well. If you use them properly for zoning and blast type cards, they are also very good, but you have to be careful when playing with Goku and Vegeta because they do not take damage very well. And you have Pan. She's a great anti-red type card. She's very fast, and she does have a near infinite combo for PvP. I almost don't even want to show that to you guys because I don't want to see more of it going into PvP. It's really terrible. She's super fast, but if you can figure that out, which honestly I haven't even really done yet, can't really show it to you anyways, but she does have some pretty gnarly combos and is a great anti-red type. Her main ability as well increases ki regeneration, so you can pop Pan out, use her main ability, then sub to anyone else and reap the benefits of that ki regeneration. As far as I know, it doesn't only work for her, it's shared amongst the whole team, but we'll have to double check that, so make sure you look at that. I might be wrong there, but I think that's the case. Otherwise, why would she be a support unit, you know? She should support the team with ki regeneration. So anyway, that's kind of my tier listing on the 5 SP cards in the game so far. Definitely Piccolo first, and then after that, it really just depends on what your team already has and what you need. You obviously have Piccolo as your main tanker, you have Piccolo as your brawler for your red cards, Goku, Vegeta for yellow cards, and Pan just kind of anti-red type. That's basically how I play the game when I'm looking at teams at this current point in time, and as well, just make sure you're counterplaying your enemies. So we do have a couple gameplay videos here that I saved up just to illustrate my points here. This first battle is versus somebody who is actually quite good. I didn't get his ranking going in on video, but he's definitely ranked 50, high up in the ranks here. So GT, this was a good battle, my friend. I definitely liked this one. So we immediately start out with me at a type disadvantage. So I want to get my Piccolo out of Vegeta's yellow card combo, as you can see right there. So we're trying to show off Piccolo here as much as possible, but you know, when you're playing online, you have to respond accordingly. So his Piccolo, as you can see right here, there's no type advantage or disadvantage really, and Piccolo really wasn't doing a whole lot of damage to him. So Piccolo definitely excels in neutral situations. Here I'm trying to maintain the type advantage and draw my combos out a little bit so they take up more time. You get your teleports back, your vanishes rather, and keep your hand full of cards. So I'm just kind of fighting it out here, staying on top of his Vegeta. See, Pan does reasonable damage too in a neutral state, so we are pushing on forward. Again, this was a really good game, and I feel like it was pretty close. Almost feel like I almost could have lost this one here. But you can see with Piccolo there, after my combos, really, it's very beneficial to dash in, do the light attack, which is tapping on the screen. We got some Piccolo on Piccolo action here, and he's doing it to me too. As you can see, he's dashing in, doing the light combo. Kind of wastes more time, lets your bar fill up, and I want to take his Piccolo out as soon as possible. So we go for the Rising Rush here, and again, this is just tank on tank here, neutral damage. You can see special beam cannon in the Rising Rush there just took him all the way down to 1 health. And we took out his Piccolo, so now we don't have to worry about heals, and his team is definitely suffering for some defensive types. So 1 down, 2 to go. Now we're back at a type disadvantage here, and I believe I leave Piccolo out a little bit just to... No, I don't. Never mind. I know at some point in the video I thought I did that, but it might have been a different match. Just to kind of show him off, even at a type disadvantage. There's one more match after this one where I show off just the special beam cannon, but that one's just versus the AI. So this is your good PvP match of the day here. And again, as you see in combat, I'm just trying to stay on top of my type advantages. We see Goku there with the yellow card, still does a reasonable amount of damage to Piccolo, and we might lose Piccolo here right now. I don't actually remember how this match plays out. He's only got 2 characters. It looks like Piccolo is about to die. Nope. We picked the right card. We're able to keep him in there. Respond, and I know I'm going to toss out a heal here. As you can see, all my characters, yep, all my characters were damaged, and now we're pretty much back at completely full health on everyone, and Piccolo's back to half health. So we are really so far ahead right now in the battle that our opponent really does not much he can do to respond. He's already used a Rising Rush. There's really not too much he can do. Both his characters are down to less than 20% health, and Just go with Piccolo here. Go for the type disadvantage. He uses teleport already. As you can see, yellow cards and red cards are not going to do a whole lot of damage to a Vegeta that's very well honed in the Soul Boost system, but they do a great amount of damage when you're doing the Special Beam Cannon, the blue cards. Those ones are still viable. So we maintained our type advantages. We took that guy down. There was no comeback. That must have been a different match than I was thinking of there. But GT, if you happen to see this video, good match, my friend. And we didn't get the Special Beam Cannon off in that one. So this little video right here, just versus Radditz EX5. You can see there is a type advantage. Piccolo will be an advantage over Radditz, but he is 800, level 806, and I just wanted to show you how powerful, even though Piccolo's a tank, how offensively powerful he can be. So basically, Piccolo can solo the entire Radditz EX5 event. If you have two other weak characters that you want to bring along in power level, and your Piccolo is over level 8 to 900, he can easily solo this entire event. And about to see that in action here. They can't really hurt him. Level 600 characters can't really hurt Piccolo at all. So we'll breeze right on through these guys, and we'll save our blue card for the man Radditz himself. Computer almost always loses these also. It's fairly close though on that one. So, come on Piccolo, kill Piccolo. We'll get through this. Show off the Special Beam Cannon, and that'll be pretty much it, you guys. Which again, just showing off Piccolo on this whole feature video featuring Piccolo. Piccolo featuring Piccolo on a video about Piccolo. So I hope you guys did enjoy. About to hit the Special Beam Cannon right now. We're going to vanish out of the way of the AI's silly attack, and boom, right to the face. And gone. In one hit with full health. Now again, that was a type advantage, but you will see stuff like this happening even without the type advantage. You know, at neutral, he will one-shot Shallot, he will one-shot Goku, he can one-shot Pycons if Pycon doesn't have some investment in the Soul system, but at the end of the day, my kind of UI's gone haywire here, but at the end of the day, it is a great card to have, one of the best. Consider re-rolling till you get a Piccolo and one or two other Sparking cards if you're still at that stage of the game. If you already have Piccolo and you haven't been using him, don't sleep on him. He is an amazing card and definitely something to shoot for in your pulls. That's right. So we're getting close to 20 minutes here. Want to keep it no longer than that, so I'm going to call it here. And the last little thing I can say is I think if I had to wager a guess, the next cards we're going to see in the game are going to be Broly, Future Trunks, that weird guy from the story mode who has the swords that hover around him potentially, and the Spirit Bomb Goku. So their assets to a degree are all already shown in the game, and you know, unless they really surprise us, I would predict for a banner, maybe an event banner or a special banner revolving around them. And other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you have any questions about the Sparking cards, which ones you have, combat, anything like that, let me know down below in the comments. If you're new around here, I'd love to see you again on future videos, so feel free to subscribe if you are up to it, and throw a thumbs up on the video if you enjoyed it, you guys. If not, don't worry, I'm not even monetized right now at this point. So again, hope to see you on future videos. This is Nasdorachi, letting combat videos, the same fight you already saw earlier, so nothing special over there. I will see you guys in the future, and I hope you guys have a great day. Have a good one. Peace out, y'all.